Welcome to Live from the Library. This is the first edition of the new school year, and I hope to be able to broadcast a Live from the Library episode each month. It is recorded today because I am not able to be live. I am at the AI committee meeting all day, but I wanted to make sure to get out the October edition. So today we're going to be talking about book clubs, Hispanic Heritage Month, spooky book talks because it is October and Halloween is coming. Next month, November, is Native American Heritage Month, and I'm going to give you a little bit of an update on the Makerspace. So the first thing that I want to tell you about is book club. So each month we do have a book club for each grade level. You can join it each month. It doesn't mean that one month you are part of it doesn't mean you have to be part of it for the entire year. And if you are not part of it this month, it does not mean you cannot join for next month. So the October book clubs are on the screen here. So in sixth grade, our members read books by Janae Marks and Leslie Connor, who are both Connecticut authors, or they chose one of the Nutmeg nominees, Don't Want to Be Your Monster by Deke Moulton. So those are all really great options of books. And if you are interested in learning more about checking those out, stop by the library. Seventh grade read It Found Us by Lindsay Curry, another Nutmeg nominee and a super creepy book, very timely for the season. And eighth grade read a Nutmeg nominee called The Last Cuentista by Donna Barbara Higuera. And I'm very excited that Donna will be joining the eighth grade book club live on Wednesday, the 29th, for some Q&A. So if you haven't started it, try to get a start and read a little bit between now and then. And all the book clubs meet the first Wednesday and the last Wednesday of the month. So November will be the first meeting of the November book club. So if you are interested in joining, please plan on coming for lunch on the first Wednesday, which I believe is maybe November. Yeah, I don't even know. But the first November of the month, our first Wednesday of the month in November. We just wrapped up Hispanic Heritage Month, and that went from September 15th to October 15th. And there are so many great titles that go along with that Heritage Month, and we should be reading them all year long. So here are just a few on your screen. We have all of these available for checkout in the library. Some of them are available from Sora as audiobooks or ebooks. So if any of these catch your attention, stop by the library and check out one soon. And here are some of my recommendations for spooky reads for October. I have added a couple new ones, so you'll see Better to Eat You With over there on the left side of your screen. That is new to the library as of last week. And one of the books that is for the book club, you can see in the bottom row right there, It Found Us by Lindsay Curry. It takes a real event in history and talks a little bit about how the ghosts of that tragic event are haunting the main characters. So there are lots of really creepy parts. So if you do like scary, paranormal, and horror, this is definitely a book you should check out. There are a lot of other options on the screen, and one of my favorites is Skeleton Man by Joseph Bruchac. The audio is amazing, and we have the book available for checkout in the library. So stop by if you're looking for a spooky read. And next month, November, is Native American Heritage Month, and we have a lot of really great titles that go along with this month as well. So Indigenous Native Stories, you can see a whole bunch on the screen. And again, we have all of these available for checkout. I will be doing more book talks of these titles with the November live from the library, as well as when your language arts class comes down for book checkout and book talks, either at the end of October or sometime in November. So stay tuned. And Makerspace, we have been doing cardboard creations for the month of October. There's so many cool projects that are in progress. So if you have been working on a project, we are going to be wrapping up this theme at the end of the month. So next Friday, the 31st, if you are in the middle of a project that you haven't finished, you will still be able to come down when the makerspace is open, but we won't have all the cardboard out and available so readily because in November we're going to switch to sewing, and I'm going to be bringing the sewing machines out. And I have so many people who have been asking me when we're going to get to sew. Well, it's going to be starting in November and it'll go probably through January and beyond for the sewing projects. So just kind of stay tuned for the weekly schedule of when the makerspace is open and the signups. And then something I just want to mention that always available for makerspace, we always have Lego. So if you like to build with Lego, we have a large Lego collection. You can come and make some stuff out of Lego. And we also have a stick together that is kind of a mosaic that you make with stickers. So come stop by and see what that's all about. And we are in the middle of our I think we're making a bridge, so it's looking pretty cool. So stop by and add to that mosaic. And here are some of the pictures of some of the sewing that we did last year. So we no experience is needed. So if you've never used a sewing machine, that's okay. You can come and I will teach you some basics. And you will first start out with the 4 square that you see a couple of our students in the pictures here. And eventually we take those squares that you have sewn together and we hopefully will be making it into a nice big blanket like you see in this picture also. And I am so grateful to that student in the photo who helped create that, and actually didn't even help. She made the whole thing herself basically, which is amazing. So it's a quilted fleece blanket. So I'm thinking we'll try to make another one this year. And then once you've done the 4 square, 2 by 2, you will then get to make a neck pillow that we see in that upper left-hand corner of your screen. And you do get to take home the first pillow you make. And then the rest that you make, we actually put in the makerspace and we sell them during book fairs to raise more money for the makerspace to get more fabric and materials. And something new this year that we're going to try is I am going to offer a sewing club, and we're going to meet 3 or 4 times each time. And there's going to be a specific creation that I will help you make. So the first sewing club will be making a canvas or a shoulder bag. And one of the examples is in the picture right there. So I do have a variety of fabric options that you will be able to choose from. The sewing club, you do have to have some sewing experience. So if you have never sewn before, don't sign up for this first sewing club. But after November and you get some experience, I will be offering sewing clubs throughout the year. So there will be a couple other options before the end of the school year to join a sewing club. And we will, like I said, meet 3 or 4 times, and it'll be a combination possibly of before or after school times, depending on the availability of the people who sign up for the club. So I will be sending out an email on Friday for more information to sign up, and space will be limited. It's going to be small groups. So, just kind of be aware of that. So if you don't get on, if you're not able to register for this first rotation, don't worry, we will be doing it again. And come stop by and let me know that you are interested if you don't get into the first group. So I want to make sure all the teachers and the staff out there know that you are also invited. So if you would be interested in participating, let me know and I would love to have you. So again, just the sewing projects, monthly themes, November and December. So sign up and check your email and just let me know if you have any questions about any of these things. And just a reminder that the Makerspace is open sometimes before school, sometimes during lunch and learning lab. So always check that weekly schedule. I send it out at the beginning of every week or maybe the Friday of the week before, so you can kind of plan ahead. You do have to sign up for Makerspace. And if you didn't have a chance to sign up and there is still space, I do still allow students that day. So teachers, you can just send me an email or give me a phone call if the Makerspace is open and you have students who did not sign up but want to come participate. I would love to have them if there is room. So thank you for tuning in to this episode. We will have hopefully another episode in November, so just stay tuned. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day.